Hello and welcome to Talking Flutes Bitesize with me, Jean-Paul Wright. The usual shout out to our wonderful podcast sponsors who make this possible, TJ Flutes. You can show them some flute love by visiting them on Instagram at TJ Flutes, Facebook at Trevor James Flutes, and on the web at tjflutes.com. So welcome this week to an exploration into the profound world of mindfulness. This practice, celebrated as a remedy for the strains of our modern lives, has gained significant popularity around the world. But as musicians, it's also crucial to scrutinise the claims surrounding mindfulness and discern how it seamlessly intertwines with our own musical journeys. So in this compact podcast, we'll embark on a quest to demystify the law of mindfulness, unravelling its genuine benefits, delving into potential misconceptions, and also understanding its limitations. Through a deeper comprehension, we'll also aim to unlock its true potential for personal growth and also our well-being in the realm of music. So let's delve firstly into the tangible benefits. Stress reduction. Numerous studies have showcased how mindfulness practices, including meditation and deep breathing, serve as powerful stress reducers. By cultivating a sense of calmness, mindfulness redirects focus away from stressors and anchors it into the present moment. Improved concentration. Mindfulness exercises train the mind to stay present and focused, thereby enhancing concentration and cognitive function. Regular practice has demonstrated remarkable improvements in attention spans and working memory. Emotional well-being. Mindfulness empowers individuals to acknowledge and accept their emotions without judgment. And that's the key, without judgment. This skillful acknowledgement leads to a more measured response to emotions, reducing emotional reactivity and promoting overall emotional well-being. Resilience and compassion. Mindfulness fosters a profound sense of self-awareness and self-compassion, and this equips individuals to navigate life's challenges with greater resilience, building coping strategies and adaptability. Moreover, it encourages an open-hearted and non-judgmental attitude towards oneself and others, fostering enhanced empathy and healthier relationships. So let's quickly move on to demystifying some common misconceptions of mindfulness. It's an instant cure-all. One prevalent myth about mindfulness is its portrayal as an instant panacea, capable of solving all our problems. However, while undeniably potent, mindfulness isn't a magical fix. It necessitates regular practice and integration into daily life to yield significant and lasting benefits. Do mindfulness practice once, twice, very little at all will come out of it. It is like your flute practice. It has to be regular. Negative thoughts and emotions. Now, it's essential to recognize that mindfulness doesn't promise to eliminate negative thoughts or emotions entirely. Instead, it seeks to alter one's relationship with them by fostering non-judgmental awareness. Negative thoughts may still arise, but individuals can learn to respond to them with acceptance and self-compassion rather than letting it go down this negative slope. Mindfulness is also often depicted as a universal solution applicable to everyone. However, experiences and responses to mindfulness practices can vary significantly based on individual personalities, their cultural backgrounds, and personal preferences. Crucially, mindfulness is a skill that develops over time with consistent practice. While some may experience immediate benefits, others might require more extended periods to witness significant changes. Additionally, The benefits may diminish, just like your flute playing, if the practice is discontinued. So let's discuss practical ways to integrate mindfulness into our lives as musicians. Well, the first one is to set realistic expectations. Approach mindfulness with patience and realistic expectations. Acknowledge that the ability to focus on the present moment may vary for different individuals. So embrace the process as a journey of self-discovery. Tailor mindfulness practices outside of your musical sessions to align with your individual preferences and needs. Experiment with various techniques to discover those which resonate best with your personal goals and lifestyle. There are so many different types of mindfulness that you really need to take time to research, to find what resonates mostly with you. Are you happy just focusing, or do you need guided creative visualizations to help you focus on the now, in the present moment? When integrating mindfulness into daily life and our musical practices, avoid becoming overly rigid or self-critical. Strive for a compassionate and flexible approach to yourself. So during practice or performance, stay in the moment, focusing solely on the music. When any external thoughts intrude, push them away, banish them like a swiftly played grace note, returning to conscious awareness of your musical expression. So let's conclude with a brief mindfulness exercise. Find a comfortable position, breathe naturally, and let's take a few moments to observe and feel our breath. Breathing in, breathing out. Be aware of your surroundings, exploring the play of light, any shadows and any sounds. Engage your senses without excessive labeling, being present in this very moment. If you're sitting down, focus on the feeling of the seat beneath you, the texture of your clothing, and the ground under your feet. Embrace the present without judgment and take it all in. Become aware of your shoulders. Maybe they feel tense or tight. Don't worry about that. Just be aware of that area for a few moments in a neutral way. Now focus on your face. Is there any kind of taste in your mouth? Without moving your mouth around, simply experience what is there with a light touch of curious observation. Lastly, bring your focus to the front of your body and feel how you breathe. Notice it coming in and causing your body to gently contract and expand in a rhythmic manner. Feel the breath on the end of your nose or the tip of your tongue. Now bring your focus back and sit for a short while without judgment. Focus on your breath coming in and going out. If any thoughts arise, see if you can gently let them come in and then go. now let us return by gently opening our eyes. So that was a very quick and short mindfulness exercise. Another way, and this is probably more pertinent to many of you listening to this, is the next time you pick your flute up, consciously be aware of the temperature of your flute case when you have it in your hand. When your fingers and thumb come down to open the catches, how does that feel? Are the catches cold? Is it very smooth when you move the catch across? And when you open up the case, what do you first see? Is the flute clean? Are there finger marks on it? And the next time you put your flute together, consciously make an effort to feel the flute. How often do we put our instrument together without actually noticing anything about it? It's just a subconscious process, an automatic process that we do. So taking the head joint out and the main body out, feel the temperature of your head joint in your left hand, if you're right-handed, and the main body of the flute on your right hand. Is one warmer or colder than the other? As you put the head joint into the body tenon, does it go in easily? Is it smooth? Is there a little bit of grit in there? And as you hold the flute body and the head joint as one piece, when you take the foot joint out and you put that on, again, is the foot joint now colder than the main body? And when you put it on, does it go on easily onto the main body tenon? And then allow your hands to gently be placed on all the keys. Are the keys cold? Are the keys warm? And just this very simple exercise will mean that you are very present in that moment. It's like a mindfulness exercise for getting your flute out of its case. Very, very simple, but the aim of mindfulness is to prevent any additional thoughts from coming into your head. And if they do, noting them and just allowing them to gently go. Short little practices about opening your flute case, putting your flute together, and even taking your flute apart and putting it back. Practice areas like that so that when you finally come to picking your flute up and playing, you then know the focus is on the interpretation. And after a while of practice, it then becomes easier to focus your attention into the now, rather than allow the little gremlin that sits on your shoulder to have any power over you that's reminding you of the heartbeat's coming, because once you're focused on the music, when that gremlin jumps up, you can just literally not listen or push it away. So to many people, mindfulness is a valuable tool, but it is not a one-size-fits-all. Unlike our flute practice, where we have to practice our scales and our studies and our pieces and our interpretation, you have to practice mindfulness for it to be truly effective. But believe me, if you do, then not only will your flute playing life be enhanced, but your creativity and expression will be felt by the audience. Talking Flutes and Talking Flutes Extra are podcast productions by the Trevor James Flute Company. For more information, visit trevorjamesflutes.com.